saw him in the semi-final against Ian White, and he just bided his time, really, and when he had the opportunity to pounce, that's exactly what James Wade did, and it's exactly what James Wade does.
Yeah, well, most of the time he gives off the impression of somebody who's completely in control and not panicking. That's the thing, you don't see him panic. 93. He insists. The analogy he always gives, he's like a duck where it's serene on top of the water and the legs are frantically paddling away underneath, but you wouldn't know it.
180.
Yeah, I think everyone else uses a swan for that particular analogy, but James Wade obviously doesn't feel as elegant as that particular creature.
58.
Well, Michael Smith, the 180 to leave 128. I mean, he could have hit a 140 there and left himself a bogey number.
60.
It's become pretty irrelevant because Wade up down to a finish himself.
100.
Well, two players like double 10 here. Michael Smith may look down at treble 16 to leave it. Leaves it.
Game
hits
shot.
it. And Michael Smith hits the front.
Well, it wouldn't surprise you. We've had two double 10s and a double 12.
140.
This could be a 15-leg final where every winning double is red. That would not surprise me. Because it's tops and 12 for these guys wherever possible.
Yeah, if they're good enough not to miss, don't end up on double 5, then you could be right.
60.
Michael Smith has already done as well as he did last Saturday. What was pleasing to hear last weekend was when James Wade spoke to you after the match, and he seemed to be genuinely enjoying playing darts. It was his birthday last weekend, and what a present he got, £10,000 in his card from the PDC.
91.
He was genuinely happy with that success, and you know, sometimes some players kind of just see these weekends as the job, really, at labour, try and pick up as much cash as they can, and the win doesn't mean that much, but it seemed to mean something to the machine.
Yeah, I think so. And
100.
with a title under his belt already, if he could find a way to win this, we've seen James Wade pick up a whole host
134.
of titles. 30 titles in his career. Could stay there. That leaves double 15. It's a greenham, but they all count. 110 checkout, prime wading.
Well, James Wade said he should be winning more as well. He felt like he should be winning more, and hopefully that would be the start of that. Question for you, Dan. You're a resident expert in the absence of an actual one. Should Michael Smith be winning more because he hasn't picked up a title since Shanghai last year?
But 100. Then again, he's had a final at the World Series darts finals, the World Final, a final here, and the people that he had another World Series final. Peter Wright, James Wade, Michael Van Gerwen, and James Wade. Now, the thing is, if he keeps giving himself opportunities, then he will take
60.
But I think, you know, one of the things that was levelled against Peter Wright was he was playing so well leading up to 2017 that he should win more. And then when it did start happening,
100.
he won double digits of titles in a year. Michael Smith, I believe, is in that sort of position. But there are a number of other players who are in that position, because James Wade, 60. If he picks up a second title of the year here, then who knows how many he could win over the course of 2019. And you can throw in some big ones in there as well, possibly the Premier League again.
139.
Well, yeah, he won those back-to-back TV titles at the back end of last year, and it must be, well, it's his best
57.
title haul in a short space of time for quite a number of years, and it could be extended further. But Smith, well, he's lost that one in the treble 11, but he can tidy it up.
42.
And he will have more chances to be acquainted with his friend in double 10. It's James
100.
Wade's friend as well, so let's see which one double 10 prefers throughout this final.
Is that how it works?
Oh, it likes Wadey better. How about double 5?
10.
And look what he's left. Oh, doesn't get a go at it. And you get the old James
58.
Wade face pulling. Seen plenty of that over the last year or so.
Well, what's happening? Michael Smith can't find
No
the
score.
double. Missed in clumps. And James Wade, perhaps the best punisher in world darts, or he's certainly up there, but he
46.
hasn't punished on this occasion.
Well, that is a surprise.
In Michael Smith's last 16 match against Peter Out, he was 5-3 down. He was on a double in the last leg decider after 9 darts. It took him 8 to hit
Game
it.
shot.
And Michael Smith, one of the finest exponents of winning a leg and then sulking in celebration, which is basically what he's done there. James Wade just trying to get limber, it would appear.
96.
Yeah, maybe an injury here, because James Wade is holding his shoulder again as he approaches the hockey. The machine
93.
needs a bit of oil.
Well, maybe. It's not like that sort of showboating thing boxers do, is it?
140.
Where they swing their arm around and then punch like that. It's not just trying to introduce a little bit of razzmatazz to his game.
44.
Well, let's see if he does it. If he does it after hitting a double, then perhaps old windmill Wade at the end of a leg.
87.
But it is one of the things we love about this sport, isn't it? The
60.
emotion that you see from the players. Saw in the match between Durrant and Smith, as I mentioned earlier on, there was a point where Glenn Durrant reacted to a 180 by Michael Smith like he just
98.
received some very bad news. Well, he had, in a way. How will Wade react to this one?
100.
It does get to a finish, but I don't think that's going to be enough to worry him, because single 20 for tops is working his way up. Oh, a rare shuffle across the hockey for James Wade.
60.
And a rare miss as well.
Well, Smith has a 167 this afternoon. How about a 164? Not to beat. Can leave it handy. But James Wade
88.
wants that double.
Don't like either of them.
No score.
What's going on? It's trying to be impartial. That's what's happening.
And they're going to have to change tact. Don't make me choose, says double 10.
56.
And tops is not a friend to Michael Smith there either.
$15.
Wow. Well, you can kind of... You think one of them might miss a few darts at double. You're not expecting both of them, particularly at tens.
Game shot.
But Michael Smith has found a way to go 4-2 up in this one. And he's up against a man he's only beaten once in 14 attempts over the last 5 years. And if this is to become a second victory in that 5-year spell, I don't think Michael Smith anticipated it being like this. And how much is James Wade struggling with that shoulder?
Well, not for the
57.
first time, Dan. Michael Smith might be about to prove you wrong, because you said at the start of this he couldn't afford to play like he did in last week's final. And he's playing about exactly the same level
97.
that he produced. An 83 average after 6 legs. The difference is that James Wade is downing the darting doldrums as well.
60.
It does look like James Wade is struggling, doesn't it? With that shoulder problem that emerged after a couple of legs.
Well, have you seen... Oh, look at that
171.
horse.
Struggling.
Yeah. Look how he struggles.
He must have fixed it.
95.
We have seen plenty of times in this match James Wade just trying to get that shoulder loose. Well, I think he has fixed it. He is a mechanic, James Wade. Maybe he's produced an act of self-surgery here, because he's
180.
followed the 171 with a maximum and left himself 53 after 9 darts.
Was he
100.
playing possum? Was this a ruse? Is this more
Game
dark
shot.
arts from Wadey, who fires in the 11 darter as if it's absolutely nothing?
$140.
Are you suggesting that James Wade has feigned injury to kind of say
58.
you can't even beat me when I'm injured? But it is bizarre. Michael Smith is playing at that same level
60.
that he produced in the final last week, and it is a level that is so far below his usual level that is almost incredible that he's managing to predict.
Because he's averaging low 80s here, when all day he's averaged in excess of 96. All season he's averaged 97.5, and you can see how frustrated
100.
he is. It's almost like Michael Smith is suffering the same problems against James Wade as James Wade seems to suffer against Mensur Suljovic.
134.
Because we've seen him lose 3 times on the trot to Mensur over the last month or so, playing nowhere near his best.
82. $96.
Hashim will have the chance to level up. Treble 20. Would have given him a dart at tops, but now Michael Smith, despite the
59.
substandard performance from the bully boy, can tighten his grip on the match.
Treble 19. Oh, he's gone double.
58.
And silly in that situation, I would argue.
Game shot.
What a dart that was from James Wade. Had to shuffle across to the left and somehow pitched it to the right.
And is that last dart the one he tried to hit a double to leave a double? There's a little smile creeps across
180.
Michael Smith's face. There it is, his second maximum. He's 25th of the day. And this is what he's wondering. He's hit 23 180s in 6 games. So he's hitting 4 a game,
61.
pretty much, coming into this final. And it's taken him 9 legs to hit 2.
Have seen him
42.
time and time again, not just today, but over the course of his career, just have these purple patches. He can be in and out of matches. Now, that's rarely a luxury afforded in the relatively
45.
short format of the Pro Tour. It has been extended this year for the finals. We now play the finals over the best of 15 legs. But Michael Smith, close. It can be 2 or 3 golden minutes for Michael Smith, and all of a sudden the scoreline can look very different.
140.
And you can see he's struggling to contain his frustration.
Exactly what happened earlier on against Glen Durrant, and all of a sudden it seemed like he'd gone to the
44.
table and spoken to an invisible friend and completely changed his demeanour, got focused, got mature, and just battered Glen for the rest of the match.
125.
Well, you saw it in the World Final, didn't you, when Michael van Gerwen was having the better on him, but there was a spell in that final where Smith was coming at him, and that's blocked a lot of the ball. I'm not sure he could have got there.
63.
Wadey could end up with a dart at the bull, could end up with a dart at double 5. Well, it is. Just moves the
105.
ring. Michael Smith has the chance to edge ahead again.
1 at double top. And
Game
there
shot.
it is, Michael Smith, a valuable, vital dart for the bully boy, as he edges within 3 legs of his first title of the year and what would be his 11th PDC title in
140.
senior darts.
Yeah, well, we have been critical of the performance by Michael Smith, as has he, from his expressions during the match. But James Wade hasn't led it
100.
since the first leg.
It would be ironic if Michael Smith, who all the way through this year has specialised in glorious defeats, he has been
100.
better than his opponents in the averages and in control of games, and somehow, you know, he's had darts right on the wire to win games, to draw games in the Premier League and end up
100.
losing them. He has gone down with averages of 106, 112 in one instance to Peter Wright. He has found ways to lose games. It would be ironic if he picked up his first title of the year
91.
playing as badly as he's played all year. An inglorious victory to bring an end to a run of glorious
45.
defeats.
$60.
That's pressure.
$180.
I finished at the machine, took out to win leg 4. Can he take it out to win leg 10? Yes,
Game
he
shot.
can. A second 110 checkout levels things up for James Wade.
Same checkout, different route, but just as vital.
57. $96.
Victory for Michael Smith would see us have 8 winners from 11 Players
100.
Championship events this year. Victory for James Wade would see him become the 4th man to win 2. Gerwin,
78.
Price and Chisnell.
The joint favourites when I looked at the odds this morning for who was going to go on and claim
60.
the title. And I have to say, there were some players who were further down the betting, which I couldn't really understand. Ian White was at 33-1, despite being an absolute titan at these floor tournaments. But I couldn't
60.
really argue with these two being the joint favourites. And look what we've got.
Yeah,
5 all in the
33 to
final.
1 for Ian White to win today. For those that don't understand betting, if you'd have put your £10 on him, you would have lost your £10.
140.
There is James Wade making a move here. Hasn't led since leg 1, but he's
180.
landed a maximum to force Michael Smith to do something special.
This would be special, but he can't quite manage it.
96.
And James Wade, 180 to leave 87. He may only get 1 dart at bull, he may only need 1 dart at bull, but he's got 2 at double 18. Michael Smith can't look
Game shot.
because he knew what was coming. Standard James Wade behaviour. He edges into the lead. Comparison has been made before, but James Wade, he is like a distance runner who just sits on the shoulder of the leader and trails round at
59.
whatever pace they're going. Doesn't matter if it's world record pace, doesn't matter if it's the slowest race you've ever seen in your life. And then 15 yards from the line, he just
96.
nips in front of them and says, "Thank you very much."
There we've seen it. We saw it in the semi-final against Ian White.
96.
Soon as the right time came, and it's, as you said, that analogy is perfect because it's so often right towards the end of the match when that chance presents itself, and James Wade takes it.
84.
Yeah, look at his wins today. 7-5, 6-3, 6-3,
98.
6-3, 6-5. Admittedly, he started the day with an absolute annihilation of Eddie Dootson. But a lot of the others, it's just hold your throw.
$100.
Smith led this match 4-2. Since then, hasn't been more than a leg in it.
137.
Good couple of visits from Michael Smith might keep that record going,
140.
but he knows that if he misses, Wade will hit.
The 87 was a heartbreaker in the last leg. But double 11
Game shot.
could mend it. Massive moment for Michael Smith. 6-all. It is now a best of 3 game. James Wade just having to remember who's throwing first. It is Michael Smith. He won the ball. He has the advantage. This game is in his hands.
140.
James Wade is one of the best winners of last leg deciders. Is it going to go that far?
100.
Having said that, we mentioned at the start of this that Michael Smith has been in that position 4 times already today, and we know that he didn't lose any of them because here in the final.
57.
Well, Michael Smith spent last night watching his beloved St Helens in the Rugby League. That was a massive game.
100.
And they rose to the occasion. Has he been inspired to do the same here? It has not been anywhere near the level of performance
39.
that he would want for himself, but it won't matter if he finds a way to get over the line in these last closing stages.
There's been a battle. It really has, and James Wade is often the man who comes out on top in
100.
the more gruelling of darts matches, but Michael Smith here can leave himself a check out to move himself within 1 of the win.
82.
It's not enough. James Wade just struggling to find that 60 over the last couple of visits.
60.
Just the 60. That's a lifeline for Michael Smith.
83.
And he's left himself a 2-darter.
James Wade fancied that. You can tell from his reaction. Does Michael Smith fancy
65.
this? James Wade threw the lifeboat into the water for Michael Smith. Is he going to climb aboard? Well, he's flapping around.
44.
And he might be about to experience that sinking feeling. Because
Game
James
shot.
Wade sinks double 4, and it is he who is 1 leg away, and the machine is throwing for the match.
James Wade nipping ahead of the leading man in the closing stages.
100.
And the finish line is right there. He can reach out and touch it.
$81.
It has not been pretty, but it does not matter. They will not write the average on the check.
93.
Which is a good job because it had about 8p.
$134. Game shot.
No need for that though. 13-darter.
134.
Smith is still in this. James Wade, if he doesn't find a treble here, which he has
58.
not, Michael Smith has the chance to take this into a last leg decider. Since we extended the format this season to best of 15, first to 8, only
98.
1 final has gone all the way. That was at Players' Championship 2 between Dave Chisnell and Glenn Durrant. Are we going to see the second here?
100.
Well, he's left to finish, but even that's a big ask for James Wade. The 150. Oh, is that touching? Has he got 15 points?
It looks like it is.
94.
It was. The 94 leaves 94, but James Wade might leave double 15 at the end of this. Oh, and he should have. He should have. That dart's certainly not touching.
120.
It's on the floor.
Oh my word. Can Michael Smith punish him? Oh,
54.
he misses. He misses, and he would have had the darts in the last leg, but double 15 for Wade.
Well, he's missed. It's 1 more dart to win.
26.
Wade has not yet won.
Tense. This is so tense. And double
35.
5 can't rescue Michael Smith. And this is Vienna all over again. It's the World Series of Darts finals again.
And James Wade
Game
says
shot
it
of the
means
match.
nothing to me because Michael Smith has missed darts to force a last leg decider, and James Wade wins once again against the Bully Boy. Did it last week here in Barnsley. A Saturday win against Michael Smith, and on this Saturday, James Wade wins again. It wasn't pretty in the end, the final, but it will not matter to James Wade. Michael Smith, very frustrated with his performance, and of course with the outcome of the match. But it's the machine who, for the second Saturday in a row, Trousers £10,000, wins the Players' Championship event, and here he is, talking to Dan.
Stand here. We're talking into that one. Get me. There we go. James, look, congratulations. I know you're not happy with the performance, but 2 titles in a week is good stuff.
Yeah, no, it's not ideal, is it? You know, Michael's. When was the last time we saw Michael Smith average 85?
Well, last Saturday actually against you in the final, but you got the job. Yes, you did. You did. Yeah. You can only control what you do.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know what you want to say. You know, I normally I'll be like really happy, and I know I'm happy because obviously I've won, and but I just feel sorry for the young lad. You know, I mean, he's got so much to learn, but he's got more to give to the game than most people.
Get the empties. Get the empties.
Standard Ian White behaviour.
Just get the empties now. Get the empties. Come on. I'll play, pal. I'll play. No, not today. Ian, come on. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I apologise as well. I mean, what can you do? You can't control him.
Bless him. He got to a final for a while, though.
The fact is that you two playing in the final for the second time in a this could happen quite a few times this year, couldn't it? Because you're obviously both playing well enough to carve through the field and give yourself chances.
I'm playing well enough, you know, but I was so weak with the last probably 2 or 3 games, you know. But perhaps being a little bit tired, you know. But it's no excuses. I was fortunate I won against Ian, and I was even more fortunate I won against. But you know, to be fair, all of us are sat on the table. 3 out of the last 4. Ain't bad, is it?
That's not bad. I want to ask you, is your shoulder all right? Because you were stretching it in all. Have you got a problem?
Yeah, of course I have. A man of my weight, you know, when you're trying to pull yourself up. No, honestly, I don't know. It just started to freeze over, you know. And it's been like it for many years, you know. Dart players aren't renowned for looking after themselves in the best of situations, but you know, it is sore, but it's no excuse. It's a bit stiff, but there you go.
Well, look, you got the job done today, James.
Cheers,
it's 2 titles already.
Cheers.
Do you think, I mean, this could be a golden year for you where you go and claim 8, 9, maybe in double digits? I mean, we've seen other players do that.
Maybe, you never know. You obviously didn't watch me like 10 years ago.
Well, 10 titles in a year? You've not done 10 PDC titles in a year?
No. A few years ago, you know, when I was a little bit younger, a little bit keener, a little bit less wise, I think. I think, if anything, being wise as a dart player doesn't help you. You know, but you know, I've been there and done it, and I've seen it. I've got the badge, got the T-shirt. T-shirt's got a bit bigger now, but you know, I'm enjoying things, and it's not enjoyable to play out though, to be fair. So,
well, it is what it is.
There was some top stuff from this man. He started the day with 110 average. He ended it only 110. He ended it with his second PDC title of the year. James Wade. We'll probably see him tomorrow. Back tomorrow, James? He'll be back tomorrow. So will we. PDC TV and Loop Productions. He'll do his photos. We'll see you tomorrow.
95.97. Boom.